Go. There we go. How's everybody doing today? Let me get my closed captions going. And let's just check on our connection here. I did reset my boxes today. We'll see whether or not that helped. Hey, Abraticus, how you doing? That's saying a good connection. That's saying a good connection. And that one is saying an okay connection. All right, we can move that out the way and go ahead and get 7 days going. There we go. Apparently 4 minutes ago I had a follow. I was wondering what that noise was when I walked into the room. It startled the crap out of me. CJ the Devil followed. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Bum, 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 da, bum. How was everybody's weekend? There have been some changes. I got on here and did some building in between. Just because I wanted to actually make some progress on the server and feel like I had done something, I spent a little bit of extra time just making sure my base was already built. Not everything is in the base because obviously I don't have the ability to make the workbenches, but the outline of the base is in. And I thought it turned out pretty good. Okay. I didn't know whether or not that was something important that I needed to see. Just a quick announcement because it's official. I'm pretty sure neither Twitch nor YouTube is going to care that I make this advertisement, but you can now find me also on Rumble. For starters, I'm just uploading my videos from this series that I'm doing over on YouTube's main channel. But that is actually where I'm going to be doing my content for reaction stuff. Mostly gaming reactions, but reaction stuff in general. But right now I'm just trying to figure out the systems over there. It's very rudimentary. I even asked them, I was like, hey, can you upload more than one video at a time? They're like, no, we don't have that ability. I'm like, whoa. Okay. They're learning. I figure, you know what? They're kind of a small group of folks doing the things. So, you know, try it out, see how I like it. Anyway, this is my base. After I started building it and I got the idea to put the holes through it and stuff like that, I was like, this should definitely have been my base for whenever I was playing the preacher character so I could have a holy base, but too late. I've got the holy base, but I'm a rogue. No, this is not a horde base. This is just my home base. No. Why are you over here? Oh, I forgot I was low on health. I went and did a mission before I got off of here last time. Oh, he bled out. And I have not healed up yet, so that's a bit of a problem. I don't think I have really very many meds to do anything with that. Did this character put any points into healing? No, I really don't have the food. I've got a lot of points because I did a whole lot of building, but I'm not sure that I should put anything into that because I don't have the second point. You know what? I can go ahead and do that. We'll do that, and then one into this, and hope to God I can find some food. Now, we are going into the agility tree, so deep cuts and archery mainly. Gunslinger for just a little bit extra. Is it rogue, though, a light armor? It seems like a thing. Yeah, it's a light armor. So, where's my light armor stuff? Medium. Do you get anything that has a light armor now? No, just a heavy and a medium. Was that intentional? They're like, no, light armor is OP enough. You're not allowed to do anything else. Stop your things. Okay, and apparently we're going to be doing a bit of that. Now, what else do we need to go into? I've already put points into that so we can try and get our vehicle. What else? We're a rogue, so maybe a little bit into Lucky Looter would be a good idea. Now, this character, the rogue, is a perception of 3, a strength of 7, a fortitude of 7, a 10 on agility, and a 9 intelligence. So, you have to be careful. There's a couple of them that are pretty low. I have an office chair in my pocket. Okay. Cool. Christensen, how you doing? Alright, we ready to actually go into the game now? There it goes. Or not. You know, sometimes that works and sometimes it don't. Give me my... my game just closed. For no reason. Man. Glad I wasn't in the middle of doing a mission. My PC's like, no, you're not allowed to do the things. You're not allowed to do the stuff. Stop it. What am I doing? Being booted from the game. I do not know why. My PC decided it was just going to crash the desktop for no reason. I found my notebook that has all of my important information in it. The cat booted it back behind my desk. So I've got like 2 weeks worth of recordings where I have no notes on them because my notebook was gone. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, now can I eat food? There we go. Okie dokie. So I have an awesome announcement, just so you guys know. I made bread for the first time. When I came back from Kentucky, I came back with a bread maker. And I tried out making bread. I'm a little bit addicted to making bread. Sadly, that also means I've been eating a lot of bread lately too, so it's probably not good either. Do not. None of this stuff is upgraded. Please don't mess with it. I heard you.
Stop! I'm gonna drop my croissant!
My croissant! Kuro, how you doing? Zach, how you doing? Brian, how you doing? How's everybody doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? Okay, I was trying to check to see whether or not I had dropped all of the other money that I don't have. Let's go to the trader. All of the other money that I don't currently have. I seem to recall having to buy something before I finished up. I don't currently recall whatever it was. Whenever I climbed in here, my main goal was to go ahead and build the base, so I wouldn't worry about building the base. I just need to collect the materials to upgrade the base. And it just required a whole lot of wood chopping and stuff like that. And then I did...
It's good to see a familiar face. I hope you've been faring well.
Okay. I went through one building and tore everything out of it and then reset it for the mission because I needed parts to build the things and stuff that go inside of it.
You're looking at the
That's really all I did.
Partner.
Okay. Don't need that. Okay, do you have anything interesting? Probably not, because I haven't put perk points into you having the good stuff, apparently. Pretty sure everybody else read that before me, and I felt so stupid when I read it later on.
The back room, if you're interested.
What did you say about his back room? Oh, I needed to go ahead and do a mission too, didn't I? Mission please. You have 3 vending machines with stuff? Okay, gotcha.
Here, have a look. Keep your gun saddled
How you
on
doing,
and
Reaper?
your gun greased, and you'll do just fine.
Keep your gun greased. Until it slips out of your hands, falls on the ground, shoots a bullet right back at you because, you know, life is supernatural. Okay. Bread is the stuff of life, even when it's better when it's homemade. Oh, heck yeah. I tried out, let's see, it had a normal bread recipe, so I tried the normal bread, and I was like, this is okay, but it recommended like a medium crust, and I was like, this is way too tough for my way that I like bread. So I turned down the crust, and I added just a little bit more sugar than that recipe called for it, and that one turned out pretty good. And the next time I tested the delay function because it's a used bread maker, so I wanted to make sure that it worked. So while I was recording, I delayed it for an hour so it would be ready about the time I was done recording and I was ready to, you know, cook. Worked pretty good. Then I tried a French bread recipe, which was more, how would you describe it? It's like, the other bread was a bit more crumbly, more like you would think would be good for toast, and this one was more like, there was more elasticity to the bread, more like a sandwich bread, which is odd because I thought a French bread would be different, but it was actually pretty good. So, yeah, I'm gonna try out some more recipes. And hope that I don't eat too much, essentially. Mo power. Mo power, more problems, dude. Maybe. Have I looked in here? Has anybody cleaned this place out? Hang on. No, they haven't. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go through this first. Knock knock housekeeping. I have come for your journals. And your comic books, please. Give them up. Crumbly like cornbread? No, not crumbly like cornbread, but a bit more of a... I don't even know how to describe it. I haven't eaten that many different types of bread. But it was more... I don't know. It just seemed more like a toasting type of bread, or a bread you would use to make kind of croutons or something like that after it dried. That kind of bread. Not really... I did not even realize I needed vocabulary to describe bread. I've eaten the same types of bread since I was little, really. Heck, I'm pretty sure it's the exact same brand. It's not that I've never eaten any sort of homemade bread, it's just usually whenever it's like homemade bread, it's like banana bread or something like that. To be honest, cornbread is really good in a soup or a chili. It's good being absorbent, better than soup crackers that you normally use. Cornbread is good, and depending on whether or not you're using it for a particular type of recipe, depends on how you cook it, on whether or not you would make it more of a savory cornbread or a sweet cornbread. I do like some cornbread. Why are there no zombies in here? Is someone pulling a massive horde right now? Hey, I can do the mini bike! Airy and chewy? Yeah, kinda. Airy would be like the first basic white bread is what they called it, and then the French bread was more of a chewy bread. Definitely what I would probably use for like a sandwich or something like that. And the other one I would probably make into like a garlic bread. Out of the two of them, I made both of them for breakfast the next day as a cinnamon toast. And I think the first one was better because it had like it crunchied better for a cinnamon toast. Zombies are taking a vacation day, apparently. It feels like somebody went through and killed all of the zombies but left all of the books, which doesn't make any sense. You have to be in there, right? No, what happened to the zombies? Did someone not give them their pay and they're just like walking off of the job? They're like, screw this gig, I can go get better work somewhere else. What just happened? Where are my zombies, man? I'm gonna read both of those, Liz. I don't know, maybe someone didn't give them their script and they don't know that they're supposed to be here? Places! Places! Zombies! What is going on? It can't be that they just got cleared out, because that zombie would have busted out of there. Somebody would have... If somebody had come through and cleared out the zombies to start with, that would have still been open, right? So they're just not spawning in for some reason. They're tired of my shenanigans? Oh no. This is really how it always works. It's like, I'm just not going to talk to you. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to tell you anything about me. Overshares and never see the person again. Like, oh, well, see, there's like two things. I'm either not sharing anything or oversharing, and then everybody runs away. Hello? This is weird. I don't have any of that. Day-old French bread is the best for making bread pudding with rum sauce. I don't have a recipe for bread pudding, though. Or rum sauce, for that matter. Do you have a good recipe for that? I don't think I've ever tried bread pudding. Blech. I hear a zombie! They do exist! Why are they not existing in here, then? Did she scare them away? He? Someone like... Oh, I thought there was a zombie over there walking with no head. Oh my gosh. That would have been cool, but that's not what I was seeing. When your imagination is better than the game. Oh no. I have lag going. I have lag. Why do I have lag? Oh. The ping again. Cass, thank you for coming. Thank you. I appreciate it. How you doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? Let me see. Since I'm waiting... Oh, my ping is good. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to actually go through and talk to folks, because I tend to get caught up in the game and not do this. Let's see. We got Zach. We got Brian. We got Creole. Geary. Logic. Could you show on the map where the POI is located? Right there. Geary, Zach, Castamot. How's everybody doing? You tried adding an NPC mod to your save game and it turned out interesting. Uh-oh. Is that interesting good or interesting bad? I think you cleared that POI last Wednesday. The loot respawned, but not the zombies. Really? Did I do this one last week? I mean, I do have the ability to forget things very, very easily, so I'm not saying that that's not the case, but shouldn't these guys... That's where I brought you the helmet Oh, yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right. In that case, these boxes... But why is the POI itself reset? We're on day 19. I've been on since then. It shouldn't have reset the POI. That's weird. Because this is more than just a loot reset, or the loot spawned back in. These boxes and stuff, this POI itself has been reset. You don't know you got zombies? Okay. So you're just saying my game is weird. It's nothing new. Nothing new. Oh no, I am already fluctuating. This is not because of the boxes this time. This is just something is messed up. Since when do you get armor crafting kits from loot? Okay, I'm just gonna stick that in my shoes. I can pockets in my shoes. Okay. Okay. Well, I totally forgot that I had done this one, and I don't know why the chunk itself has reset. It's kind of weird. I don't think it should have. If a quest was there, it would reset, but I wouldn't have done I don't think I've done a quest there. That's a tier 3. I hadn't even got to my tier 3s. And if someone had reset it, they would have checked all that stuff. Right? Or I'm just not thinking about whenever loot respawns, those boxes come back as they were before. Is that what happens? All the other times I've ever done it, it's just like there's new stuff inside the box, not that the box turns back into a closed box. Interesting in a sense that my quality 5 I am much... Whoa. 1 point of damage, you say? That's useful? Not even a little bit useful. Why am I getting 2 schematics? Why? Because I needed 2 of those schematics, you know, just in case. The first one didn't teach me. Hey! Ow, man. I don't know that I'm going to be able to kill him. Nope. Not the garbage! Gross. An undulating mess on the floor. Hi, Frank. In game settings, the chunk reset is for how many days? I think oh man, I'm delayed again. I think typically the chunk reset is set for If you don't mess with it, 7 days that you have to be out of a chunk. But I actually don't remember. It's been a long time since I've had to set the server up. I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's just curious, that's all. So, if it was 7 days, and I've been in this town, the last time I played was the 13th? I was calculating, woman! Dadgummit. What is my freaking ping at right now again? Why? You know, during that storm that went through, was it Tropical Storm or Hurricane Debbie or whatever it was, there has to be a server between me and Atlanta somewhere that is just messed up. That still has not gotten fixed. Or me and somewhere else. I don't know where exactly, but there's a server somewhere that got messed up and has never been fixed. I think the Fun Pimps are gradually adding into game event system, probably preparing for some kind of storyline that could get tricky. They're supposed to be preparing for a storyline, we'll see. Okay, Gray, you have a good one. I hope you have a safe trip. Oh no, it's actually broken. Hello? Housekeeping. Is there another way you're supposed to do this one? Or are you supposed to break in the door? I've always just broken the door, but you know, it's got me wondering if there's another way to get into it. They're definitely mucking around with the events and quests. Well, I hope so. Some of them are kind of messed up. Also, as I don't think... I'll be honest with you, my days and stuff are kind of mixed up. I'm still coming off of trying to edit through. I just finished up editing out all of the videos where I was COVID sick, I guess. Supposedly that's COVID or whatever. It felt like a sinus infection. Whatever. They're calling it the COVID. That is now. Anyway, so when I was sick with that, I did a whole bunch of recording while I was still recovering from that. And then sadly, Editing Liz had to try and make that into something that was workable. And then my next recording session was trying to figure out all of the mess that sick, medicated Liz did to try and fix everything that I had messed up. So... something that I found out, and I'm pretty sure most people have already found this out, but in case you are like me and have not actually read through this, this right here does not give you better items from your missions. It doesn't. It doesn't even say that. It gives you better trade items, which means you can purchase better things. This is how you get your trader to have, like, solar stuff. It has nothing to do with getting better items from your adventuring, as it were, like it was in the last alpha. For some reason, I pumped all those points into my other character, thinking I was going to get better loot during my stuff like it did in the last alpha. It doesn't do that. And this one just gives you a better deal. So both of these have only to do with the selling until you get to this one where you can just pick 2 crappy quest rewards. There, if you didn't actually read that like I didn't, now you know. Because I was severely disappointed when I read through... Why do I hear the slappity slaps of a big bad guy? I knew it was you. You freaking no-shoed person? You can hear the slaps of his feet. If that's what you call that. Dude's got some plasticky feet. Why are you over here anyway? Oh, he's gonna kill me. Nope. Are you the start of a mission? A start of a horde, though? I'm pretty sure most people probably knew that, but while I was sick and stuff, I didn't actually read through that. And I started making those choices before I had fully read through that. I wasn't even answering questions about it and like, hey, put your points into this and yada yada yada. And it's like, nope, nope, it doesn't say that anymore. Where the heck did you even come from? Good heavens. He's a big beefy dude to be just walking around out here slapping his feet on the asphalt. What the heck? Actually, in my playthrough, I was hearing that sound and I was like, is that him walking? Is that the sound of his feet slapping on the asphalt? Where did you guys come from? Go back to bed. There's somebody else active. Aha. Okay. Can't hear now, lurking too. Did I turn on my... closed captions? Yeah, I did. I did, okay. Yeah, they really made those 2 perks useless. You can be compensated for the XML, though. It can be. Yeah, the only problem is for right now, since we're doing... as a content creator for 7 days, most of the videos and all of the coverage that I do of it needs to be vanilla for the use of...
What, all of you?
Thank you? What am I seeing? Ooh, Hell's Janitor, thank you so much for the raid! Thank you, thank you, thank you!
Here.
Dude, thank you so much for entrusting me with your peoples! Oh, the internet. The internet. The internet dropped. How on earth? What? Ah. There we go. What is going on? I got rated and my bitrate went to hell. What happened? There we go. Are we back? What the heck? The timing on that drop was just outrageous. I do apologize. My internet has been, well, crap ever since that hurricane thing went through. Sorry, you didn't mean to break the stream. Ban him. He broke the stream. It's his fault. No, I'm joking. Ever since the tropical storm or hurricane, whatever it was, by the time it hit here, my internet has just been crap. I don't know what it broke, what went down, or whatever it is, but they haven't fixed it yet, so my internet is wonky. But thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you dropping the folks off here. Make sure after your stream that you hydrate, you get you something to eat, chill for a while. I know streaming is very, very exhausting, and you are a very energetic streamer, so I know that has to be, well, it might not be exhausting. I guess it just depends. I don't have high energy levels on a regular basis. I'm just very, very chill, though I will admit to having followed your channel the first time I heard you drop the F-bombs, so I'm just like that type of person. Fresh meat, Reaper says. Yes. So thank you guys. I appreciate you being here. If you've never been here, my name is Liz. We are playing some 7 Days to Die vanilla. We're in a server, and occasionally we have times when weird things are happening because my interwebs goes down. So, Jags, how you doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? The commercials passed just after you return. So that means the whole time that my internet was down, the commercials were running. Is Twitch actually messing with my stream and sending commercials because I told them they couldn't do commercials? Is that what's going on? I look like Hell's female version. Alright, I'll take that. I will take that as a compliment. Thank you. Oh, package. package. Okay, there we go. There we go. We are going through the electric thing. I completely forgot. I just spaced on what we were actually doing. I'm just standing here in the middle of a building in the middle of apocalypse, contemplating existence. I had no idea what was going on. A zombie could have walked up and bat me about the ears, and I would not have even noticed. Probably would have done that when I had 500 ping anyway, but we're just gonna move on as— oh my gosh. My character is hungry and tired and thirsty and it wants to go home. I don't have it. Oh my gosh, all the wiring books. Okay. Nerd out in the electronics store. Did I get everything else? Oh yeah, we got chased out of here by a white for some reason that was just walking down the road for whatever. It was probably trying to hitch a ride somehow. Food, please! Actually, there's a vending machine in here, wasn't there? I don't have a lot of money. Not in here, but there was a vending machine somewhere? It might have been over there while we were over there. I already hid in here, though. Yep. Never mind. Okay, that just means stab zombies faster so that I can go find some food. We can do that. Let's go do that. Twitch sabotaging streams just to make some extra money. Well, I mean, they announced that they're upping the cost for subs again, so they claim it's because they're bringing the— I just spit into my hand! Sorry, that was elegant. God almighty. That was gross. He didn't even try to stop himself. He just landed on his face. The zombie flop is so good. Anyway, I didn't even see you do it, though. You can't do the body flop if I— that one was better. That one was better. We need to start rating these. I'm gonna give the first one was like a good, I don't know, an 8. That one that hit twice, that was probably a good 9. I'm gonna rate the dive of the zombie out of the boxes and stuff. Oh no. Oh.
Why don't you get hydrated?
Oh, thank you for the hydration. Closed captions are saying they're off. What? Dadgummit, all of the things are breaking. Don't hack Tui on me! Dude! He's gonna be a pain in the butt. Closed captions, start! Did it start? No. And click to start. There we go. Alright, should be back on. I'm gonna spend the rest of the stream time trying to recover from that surprise flop off the top shelf. Why does it sound like he's barking? Did they cross a zombie with a dog? I don't understand. Oh my god. Okay. If we're gonna be dealing with a high ping, I don't need you anywhere near me. Or I could learn to shoot. Wait, I am actually shooting him. It's just going through him because he's not really there. Can't see him. It's like John Cena. Okay. Let me recover my ladylike appearance because that was probably like my least ladylike experience that was right there. The zombies falling like zombie spaghetti is like the most hilarious thing. Half the time just walking around the corner to see a zombie fall out of a box and nosedive and not even try to stop themselves is like the best thing the Fun Pimps have ever done. They never need to change that. Hello? Housekeeping. Come on, I know you're in here. Now all they need to do is make it to where it makes a noise when it slides off. Nice. He's spraying my feet. I'm feeling zombie blood between my toes. Pipe shotgun. That's a good way to die. Is there anybody that likes using a pump shotgun? I mean, anybody that likes using one that you would stake your life on a pump shotgun? Not a pump shotgun, but a pipe shotgun? Pump shotgun's good. Pipe shotgun? Just a good way to die. Okay, we did all of that. You know what? We're still early in the day. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that vitamin. Read all of those books. Scrap that, scrap that. You are busy. Yes, 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 yes. 9 times out of 10. Some of it's funny, but that left-right zigzag thing that they're doing right now is worse than ever. Which left-right zag? The falling over thing and falling forward thing? The almost seemingly dodging your hit thing, I think is kind of cool. The when they fall towards you thing after they do the pirouette thing like they're a ballerina, or maybe that lady at the Olympics or something like that, that is annoying as crap. Oh, I actually found food. Hang on. Eat that. Okay, I've got my supplies. We can go to the trader. Hopefully the trader's going to offer me something good. And is it just me? But I hate to be this way. They honestly killed questing. They make it mandatory, but they killed the fun of it. There's no good loot. I'm a loot fiend, or I don't know, an apocalyptic kleptomaniac or something like that. I like loot. So the fact that they took away any chance of good loot, like the excitement of I might find a tier 5 something or another, there might be like a hard to get item or something like that, they just kind of took that away. Now it's just like, here's basic supplies. And another settlement needs your help. That kind of thing? Does anybody else feel that way? I hate how they lean back, spin, and hit you. Pisses me off every single time. Oh, whenever they're, whenever you hit them and they fall backwards, but they still get the hit that they were trying, like, the animation doesn't connect, but they still get the hit on you because there is a hit per minute feature, and it still goes through even though you hit them back. That is exceptionally frustrating. The hit back should cancel their animation and therefore also cancel the hit.
You're just in time. I'm prouder than a peacock that you got that job done. Good job.
Okay. I guess I'll take the first aid kit. I did use up a whole lot of wood. I mean, I could get the... Oh, man. I guess the glue. Yeah, choose between this bad thing, and this bad thing. Please. Choose. Okay. Hey, I finally have an armor part. Finally. Here, take this before I get myself killed. I don't care if it's a tier 5. I do not want it in my hands.
Come back soon. We restock often.
Okay, what I actually need... You're not going to give to me. These are infested and nighttime quests. You're not going to give me what I need.
You must have more guts than you can hang on your fence.
Why would I hang my guts on my fence? Which movies is he watching? I mean, I don't typically decorate my fences with guts, but I mean, it's not the apocalypse yet. It might be a statement I go for later on. Probably more of a please don't pester me kind of statement, I guess. What message does that send exactly, do you think, if you decorate your fence with guts? Does anyone else see the stream all messed up? Yes. The lag is bad? Yes. It's becoming a colorful mess? Are you sure you're not actually taking anything? I'm just joking. No, yeah, I can see the bitrate's constantly weird. I guess we're gonna have to get in touch with somebody. The Swiss cheese base? Yes. Oh, I need more than one box over here. I don't want to put my other boxes in because I don't have the workbench yet. What was I waiting on? I needed mechanical parts, duct tape, nails I made, that I made. Okay, I can actually make it. My ASP needs to get their act together. Yeah, well, see, the issue is times being what they are, they get their money when they get their money, so I can't call them up and complain too much. So, I mean, I do want to call up and complain because it has been acting weird for a while. How do you like my bowls? Let me see. Oh, and something weird happens when you set chairs over here. Hang on. They're not breaking, they're just sitting weird. I mean, that is, I guess, one way to use a chair, right? I'm just gonna leave them there. Good. If you decide you want to try and sit one of the chairs, may the luck be ever in your favor, or whatever the phrase is. May the odds be ever in your favor. Not my fault if you fall through the floor, you can't sue me. Pretty sure. This is the apocalypse, I don't think you can. I need you to hurry up and make that so I can set that out and figure out where the rest of my boxes need to go. I want to go... I didn't even pay attention. What was the infested? What I need to do, because I have the ability to make better armor right now, I need food in my stomach, because my character's going to start making weird noises if I don't. Go ahead and eat that. I need a clothing place or something like that, so I can get a whole lot of armor parts. It look like a shroom trip? Oh no. Okay, that should be plenty of water, right? And continue working. Come on, I need to get my boxes out of here so I can put my loot in here, which is what's supposed to be in here. I guess I can... I don't have any room in my queue. Okay. I'll wait patiently. Patiently. It's the first time you don't see any lag? Yeah, I finally... My bitrate's fine. Oh no, I should not have said anything. My bitrate just slipped again. Don't you hate when your bitrate slips? I have no idea what's going on. There for a while I thought it was on my end that one of my boxes was falling apart, but I actually don't think it's that. I need to call them up and have them do a test of it. Of the emergency broadcast system. Come on! 3 minutes! 3 minutes! I do apologize if you're having a hard time watching because of that. I will try and call them up, and despite they're probably not wanting to listen to me, maybe I can get somebody to do something about it. Come on! Right, let's go ahead and put that in there. Maids. I don't have any stuff to make red tea. Not that I can make red tea. Can I make red tea? Yes, I can. I didn't bring any with me. Come on. I'd run a network capture on your home net and see if anything else is eating your bandwidth. There is a second person in my house that is currently streaming. So... we have streamed it together before and not had this kind of problem, though.
Symmetrical book stacking, just like the Philadelphia Man's Turbulence.
Thank you so much, Casanat, for the 100 bits.
Right,
thank you,
no
thank you, thank you.
Human being would stack books.
Meanwhile, Interwebs Fix Fund cheer 100. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Fix the interwebs! Fix it! Throw things at it! Hopefully that works. Yeah, throw things at it. I mean, honestly, concussive maintenance and throwing things at stuff usually is the way I fix stuff anyway. It would be interesting to see whether or not... Is there a way to test specifically if a... we have internet splitters, and I need to be able to test to see if any one of the splitters is going out, because last time I had a big internet issue, one of the splitters had actually messed up. They sometimes put a bandwidth inhibitor. That's easy for me to say. What on earth? Did I just hit my bike? They sometimes put a bandwidth inhibitor on a little trick that they claim is for high usage users. Huh. You're a retired network and security specialist. Nice. Your internet is all over the place at the moment, mainly due to weather. Well, we're actually having some pretty nice weather right now. Enter the snow is complete. Our weather has been fine since the storm passed by. It didn't even hit our area at all. We got like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of rain, and that was it in our area. Other places of Georgia got a whole lot of it. But here, barely anything. Furious Fist, big hitters, armored up. Wooden Club quality 5. I want to do the knives though. And of course it's probably gonna... You know what? I can turn that off. Why is that? Why have I got that on like that? Stop. I don't think those guys actually sound like dogs, do they? No, I'm pretty sure I have noticed a distinct difference whenever I'm late making payments or whatever. It's like they restrict the internet. The thing is I don't think that they understand that my way of making an income is the internet, so all they're doing is hurting themselves. They're like, well, it'd be nice if I could actually do the thing, like upload my videos and stuff, but, oh well. You've decided to inhabit... Inhabit? Reaper! Thank you so much for the follow. Oh no, there's Reaper and other Reaper. Boom, boom, boom. Can the universe even handle it? Where are we gonna put things? I might actually, depending on whether or not I'm going to need to set up very much, I might wind up stairs. I might wind up putting in another forge, because I definitely want to help with the making of the stuff and things for the racetrack that we're going to do at the end of this, so... It's also going to block one of my awesome portholes? Isn't that what you call it whenever it's on a ship? It's a porthole? But where do I put the chemistry station if I do this here? You know what? I'm doing it here anyway, just because it looks better. Okay. Now then. I have done that. Now I can move... Let's see... I can put my miscellaneous here. And then I can keep... I don't know, weapons here? For now? I'll figure out where I want to put the weapons and stuff later on. Let's just get these things separated so I've got enough room to lay down all of my loot when I come inside. I hate having to figure this stuff out. It slows the whole damn process down. Let's do something about this right quick. Mods can stay in here for now. That can stay in here. This does not even go in here? How did you sneak by? Those can go in there. Man, it's just like the one thing. One thing in here is not like the others. That does not go in here either. There's my lockpicks. You actually need to be locked in. Locked in. Okay. Okay, are we ready to go? Let's go ahead and fix my weapon. And are we good to go? I think we're good to go. Let's go. Let's go! It's a porthole? Yes, okay. There we go. I just want to make sure I was using the right terminology, because I didn't want people thinking I was trying to make innuendo. I don't do that. I think it's a portal. Like on a ship, just like sci-fi. Portal. Port. I thought it was port. Someone Google it. We need to science it. You didn't send me to the same damn building, did you? This one is infested, so no, it's not the same building. It's gotta be a tier 1 infested. A tier 1 that is infested. Trying to keep that stuff straight in my head is a pain. Oh yeah, it's the poppin' pill. You know what? The poppin' pills is probably a good idea. I do need meds. Should not do things unmedicated. You know, it's the apocalypse.
What's up?
What's up? How ya doing, Darth Phoenix? How's your stuff? How's your things? You did Google after the query, questioning myself. Uh-oh. Is Google like, what are you asking about? There's some dude at the FBI going, uh-huh. Oh no, this is a bad idea. Okay, let's go this way. I really hate the spider dudes. They're always after your ankles. Nope, nope. Let's get them all in a line. Liz, it was already loaded. Okay. I don't want them getting too terribly close since my internet decides to go in and out. That way I don't have to stop the fists with my face. Just hit him in the knee somehow. Shush! Ow, 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 ow. Big mama? I don't think you asked permission before you went to my backside like that. Dr. Manhattan, how are you doing? Thank you for that croissant. Okay, so a portal is large and impressive. See, I was worried about me making any windows. I don't even have to do it. Frank, what are you doing, dude? Marilyn, stop. Stop your things. Stop them. Did he get lost inside? Sounds like he did. Y'all are going to use up all of my arrows. Nope, nope. Oh my gosh. No, he's right there behind Big Mama. I might just bring out the gun for him because I don't want him taking out my feet. Thank you for bringing all of that back. I need to run around and grab all of my other arrows, though. I think she's still alive. You guys gonna come out of there? They're there. Yep, they're still inside. Stop it, Ed. That was kind of rude. I was definitely threatening him in an unseemly manner. Of course he died. Oh, Lord. I thought I saw something. I didn't? We're not going to talk about that. Okay. I'm going to pretend I didn't see anything. Stealing that chair. don't know why that chair in particular, I just feel like that's that chair. Stop breaking all of the things behind me! Okay, so this is a infested clear, which means I've still got a room full of zombies, probably. And a roof. And I've got 32 arrows. Why is there corn on a medical shelf? You enjoy playing and streaming this game. Thanks for streaming a nice sense of humor you have. I am off to sleep. Keep up the good work. Izzy2Tricky, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Drop in anytime. You also stream? We do not ask these questions. Yeah, we don't ask whether or not a streamer sees things that aren't really there. These are not questions you actually want the answers to. There's one more person inside this room. That's the wrong thing. Let's just poke that. That's how they started the, what was that movie? American Pie? Poking things you shouldn't be poking. That's exactly how that movie started. Good morning! IZ2Tricky. Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Enjoy your evening time. Does Twitch not have closed captioning for the phone app? I have no idea. I've never really watched it on my phone. I've used my phone once or twice to check in and leave a comment, but I've never actually watched a stream from my phone. But I hear a lot of people complaining about the phone app being kind of messed up. There's 4? That's surprising. 3. There's 3. These guys only count as a half. It's the bad half, but it's only a half. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Ah. No. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, of course I pissed him off. Of course. The freaking Aussie waifu is on her way up here to tell me a thing or two. Stop. Stop it. Slow down, dude. You're gonna get a speeding ticket. Can I get some of those arrows back from you? I need those. This would be a whole lot easier with my knife. I just don't want to get close enough. Unless you put the mod on that fixes their reach, and of course your internet's not acting stupid, they're a little bit easier to deal with, but the not having the zombie reach mod in a server is kind of frustrating. No. Short dudes are trying really hard. They're cheating. You can't go that way. You don't get special treatment. No, you can't join in! Man. Oh no, now there's somebody else on there. I only have so many arrows. And I just lost them. I need some of you to drop some of my arrows so I can get some of my arrows back. Or I could just lose them on the floor. I'll trip over it later. It's actually the mission. Hold on, Dean. There we go. Okay. Where is she at? I hear her. Okay. Well, she's not up here, and she's not using the thing, so it's fine. I mean, I guess that's better than nothing, right? Right? I don't really need those. And I'm gonna hold on to those so I don't have to craft my own since they're so daggum expensive now. Corn? I do have a spot on my base where I plan on putting crops if I find the stuff and things to make crops. I'm just not gonna spec into it. So... I need one more cloth to make that into a bandage. Oh man, okay. That'll work. Can I put that somewhere? Will you hold that? That doesn't seem like a thing you should. Okay. Nope. I don't have anything for that right now. Nothing that has an extra spot, and I probably need to not mess with this lady. If I can. No! Feral Fluffy! Why am I stuck? I'm stuck inside of his rolls? Dude! Use the ladder! He's on my face! Oh my god, this is the side of Fluffy I never want to see. Let go. Oh my gosh, I almost died to a roll. Oh, my life just flashed before my eyes. I'm leaving? Oh my god. You know, I thought I had seen all the ways you could possibly die to a zombie. That was not one I was ever thinking was ever going to happen. He's here for the party? Oh. That would have been an interesting way to... I don't know. Smothering is not... It does not seem like a good way to die. I don't think smothering would be a good way to die. Out of all of the ways someone could potentially die, that's one of the ones I would say is probably not good. I can't really identify one that would be good, other than maybe passing in your sleep. That's the only one that I say might be favorable, or preferable, or however you talk about such things. But I don't think smothering would be alright. I think my husband would disagree. Because I'm sure he wouldn't mind being smothered. Because he does seem like that type. He's gonna pop in here in a minute and say something. Well, as a matter of fact... drop those. Girl, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the follow.
They're here.
Some say she's still stuck under a wall to this day. We can still hear her scream. If you listen very carefully, you can still hear her muffled screams. It would sound kind of like the hazmat zombie. That's not okay. That's not okay. You know, it would be a good idea for me to not use my face to stop zombie fists, because I'm going to way too much food. Here, use that, so I'm not using all of the food instead. And for all of the food I have found, this is ridiculous. Okay, that's not bad. Sham slam? I have some food? Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
A little
You look
bit.
thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
Oh, thank you for the hydration. Thank you, thank you. Not a whole lot. I do have some, though. I guess I need to go hunting again, or I'm going to be out of food. And out of ammo. Did I have... that? Okay. I have a few iron arrows. It's really not going to do a whole lot. Maybe, since, you know, I'm not really doing a whole heck of a lot of damage, getting into the whole iron arrow business early on might be a good idea. Do I have iron arrowheads? Probably not. Let's do that. You were saying somewhere that in your latest save game put right next to Johnnytown, which has about 150 free farm plots to use? Huh. I'm not sure that I would want the free farm plots at another POI just because I wouldn't know whether... well, if you're far enough out of range, you don't have to worry about a zombie horde walking through there and just busting up your stuff, and, I mean, if you have something at your home base, there's a good chance your stuff could get busted up either way. Just turned my own argument back against me, because that's what I do. That would give me... that would give me
I'ma
enough, right?
need you to do some stretches.
Oh, thank
Now.
you, Seth. How you doing? I like how you use the different blocks in your base, especially the ones with the circles in the center. I was piddling around inside of them, goofing off, trying to figure out what I wanted to build this time, and I saw them, I was like, There was one time I used these blocks right here when they first came out. The zombies seemed exceptionally confused by them. But they tend to figure it out, which makes it not a good one for a horde base, but it's still a fun one to use.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together. Have a few laughs.
Ambi, thank you so much for the prime! When you have to clean, do you have to tell Bam just clean stuff and things? Poor Bam? Huh? Buckshot, thank you so much for the follow! It's about 10 blocks outside of your 71 block land claim. Zombies don't mess with it. Ah, okay, okay, gotcha, gotcha. I understand. That's probably good right there, right? We probably also need wood. And some iron arrows. I don't frequently create iron arrows. I usually find enough, but for some reason, you know, like day 3 in the server, I need arrows. Alright, we need to find... I need to find some food. Let's see if we can find something to hunt. Something... anything. Not a bear. I know I'm close to that biome. I am not going to try and fight a bear. I need something I can kill with an arrow. You know what, let's go turn in our mission. And, hang on, I can grab the money, turn in the mission, check the vending machines to see if there's anything affordable, and then on my way to go to the next mission, which is probably an infested as well, which will use up all of my arrows again, I'm gonna see if I can find some food on wheels. Or legs, rather. Alright, let's do this. Otherwise I'd die about 5 or 10 times just from starvation. There's no animals in the forest biome. There's supposed to be a lot of animals in the forest biome, like deer. There should be deer, stags, in the forest
looking for a
biome.
new ride or parts to get back on the road? Either way, we can help. Getting your
I guess
hands
I'll take
dirty
this
is
infested.
hard. Don't squat on your spurs. You'll do well.
Don't squat on your spurs. That just sounds painful. Hang on. I'm gonna check inside this vending machine. Miso lamb rations.
Why don't you get hydrated?
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Soul, I appreciate the hydration. Just did your first level of 5 infested in the wasteland. What even the hell was that? Yeah. Yep. See, what happened there was when the Fun Pimps were creating it.
To do some stretches now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. When the Fun Pimps were creating the POI, there's a section. Dark Angel, thank you so much for the follow. There's a section where they have to put in what they call, or what I dub, the zombie load. And they typically, whenever they're discussing what kind of zombie load they're going to do, they usually do the whole thing. So when the game's like, hey, how many zombies you want? They just said yes. They blow their entire zombie load. And, yeah, they don't care. You can go in there with like 5 crates of ammo, and sometimes you can go through every single bit of it. And then still rely mostly on your melee weapon to get you back out of it. There were more deer, rabbits, and chickens before 1.0. I can tell you the longer you play in a biome, the less likely they are to spawn in. It's harder to find them. Like the first couple of days they're there, and then they just quit spawning for some reason. I never quite understood that, but every single time I've ever played in a map, it gets harder and harder to find spawned-in animals. I don't know if that's actually a mechanic in the game, or if it's a bug. It just happens every single time. Why are you just walking around out here? And the pitter-patter of damn feet. Why is he there? Okay, never mind. That's thick. He's fine. You're fine. Sorry. There are so many animals. So many animals. So many zombies. Now check your mailbox. I don't think they actually care. Okay, that one was not useful. The sooner I can get to steel and steel arrows, the better for this character. Oh no, which one is this? Uh-huh. Oh, I've made my base inside here before. I got stuck. Okay. Stamina's up. My food is okay for now. I don't think there was really anything here I wanted to check before I hit the reset. There's no mailbox. And there's no vehicles. Okay. Open the door and get over around. No. Okay. It's gonna wait and drop me off in through the floor, and then it's gonna give me all the zombies. Gotta put at least 1 point in the Iron Gut and Hunter to be able to track animals. Also perk into cooking for eggs and bacon. You could survive like that basically forever. You never came close to starving. Shouldn't be suffering so much for food if you get some perks into it. I got so fed up with the Fun Pimps and their minutia twiddling that I just made burn nests regenerate. I did that for the same for the gore piles. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. I really feel like whenever it comes to balancing the game out, there should be something in the game. This is granted, this is if they actually still consider a 40-hour playthrough a full playthrough. At one point, that was something that they were talking about, and during this development stream, they talked about a long playthrough was 70 days. It's not really a long playthrough. I played 160 days before. And that was on Darkness Falls, and for those of you who have played Darkness Falls, you know how intensive that gaming is. So, if you are playing for 40 hours, there should be at least one item that your character has the ability to max out on kinda easily. You know, you put the right perk points into it, and you focus on it for just like a little while, your first couple of weeks, you've got it settled and you don't have to worry about it. That one, for me, was always food. For the longest time, it was always food. I would try and get myself situated on, and I wouldn't have to worry about the food situation for the rest of the playthrough, and I could go out and explore POIs. I could, you know, a lot of different other... Why is there just random zombies here? It's almost like it's the apocalypse or something. I don't really want to get that close to you guys. My internet could drop at any time and then I just get bapped upside the head. For me, it was like, whenever I was first starting to play, I would focus a lot of attention on getting my garden up and going and making sure I had plenty of food. And then after that, I would allow myself to go out and explore more of the world, go to new biomes because I could take my food with me. I wouldn't have to worry about running out of food whenever I was on the road because I would bring some with me. I had plenty. And it was the one item that I didn't have to worry about amidst all of the ammo making, the steel making for my base, the dealing with higher and higher levels of bad guys. Where are you guys coming from? But I always felt like a survival game needed to have like one item that you're going to use through the entire playthrough that's kind of easy to, I don't know, to get going. So you kind of had that first step in and you feel a little bit more comfortable, maybe even a little bit cocky in your playthrough. It's like, I figured out the cooking and the gardening thing pretty easily. I can survive on anything. And that's when you get slammed with the really hard zombies and the really big bad guys and needing lots and lots of ammo. And it just frees you up for that. Now it's like, okay, well, you can't even guarantee you're gonna have water? I mean, yeah, there's people who invest a lot of time into making sure that they have plenty of water purifiers. You know, until they beefed up screamers and made them twins. Because who doesn't like a set of twins? So, I don't know. It was just my personal preference. I enjoyed being able to spend a whole lot of time at my base just doing the farmer thing for the first little while, and it just kind of took that away. You really can't do that anymore. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of you two. You got lost, but I don't want you coming over here and messing with me whilst I'm doing this mission. Now they can spawn in 3? I have not had it spawn in 3 that I know of. I've only ever gotten 2, and I've only ever gotten 2. I've never gotten 1. Which I think is weird. And they're all irradiated. Is it just because the screamer change didn't happen until I was after, you know, that level where you get the radiated screamers, or are they just always irradiated? Hello? Jeez, dude. You guys made me break my stuff. Let's just get this. Okay, how many arrows did I wind up? Good grief. Ed, could you please come over here, dude? The last thing I need is you dropping in back behind me while I'm doing this mission inside of an infested. Nope, nope, straight lines, straight lines! Pretty sure you've been drinking, Ed. That is not a straight line. Building blocks, climbing them up, since 1.0 had an issue with water at the first of the start. You have two dew collectors, all with all of the perks, and you have crates full of water now. Okay. Come on, dinner's here. There we go. Can I harvest it? There we go. Okay. You need to be patient. I have not come in there. Nobody pulled your string. Yeah, you can eventually get your water stuff. It took me a little while because I wasn't trying to focus on it. It's not that I'm saying that any part in the game is impossible. Every single part in the game is absolutely possible if you're focused on it. Like I said, you can focus on it and get a thing done. My thing was I wanted food and water before I left my original area. It changed the way I play. I'm not necessarily saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. The Fun Flips are going to change the game the way they want the the game to feel at the end, and since we don't have a vision of what they're going to do at the end, their balances don't seem to make sense right now. Who knows? After they start putting out the storyline or some of the finishing stuff or whatever, the changes that they're making will make more sense. Or maybe they will rebalance it because they will realize some of the changes that they have made were unnecessary. Oh boy. I haven't played a stealthy character in a long time. Speaking of which, I got into blabbing about that and didn't realize that my alarm had gone off for turning the light on for my chickens because I've got spoiled chickens. I need to go outside and turn the light on. Speaking of which, I have rehomed, well, Bam has rehomed, he did it, 2 of my chickens because we had a, what's a good couple for this analogy? There's a couple that existed way back in the day. They were psychotic together and they ran off and did crazy things together. And I've already forgotten what their name is, but basically I had one chicken, one rooster that had claimed one hen. And because he had claimed one hen and that hen was always interested in hanging out with him, she didn't go outside of the coop for a week. Like, it was nice outside and stuff, and she just opted to never go outside. She just sat right next to him, and whenever the other rooster, which we call Alpha, who's usually in charge, tried to come in and mess with her, he would defend her to the point of it sounded like, I don't even know, it sounded like wrestling was going on in the chicken house. There was body slams happening, there was squawking and feathers, and it was crazy. Bonnie and Clyde, yes. So it was like a Bonnie and Clyde thing, and every time, it was so silly and so funny at the same time, but I was terrified that that chicken was going to wind up getting himself killed because he was standing between what Alpha, which is our main rooster, thought was one of his hens, and he wasn't bowing down to Alpha. Well, the other rooster, we have 3 roosters, the other rooster is definitely what I would consider beta, and he follows around and helps out Alpha. So if the other rooster was being picked on, Beta was back behind them, cheering him on, blocking him so he couldn't go anywhere, which now means I actually know what the meaning of cock-blocked is. But anyway, it was just like they both picked on him. To the point of, I was actually afraid if it continued on with the body slams and the domestic violence that was going on in our chicken coop, that we might wind up waking up to a dead rooster. So we rehomed him to a lady that just not long ago, like a few months ago, she lost all of her chickens and she was looking to get into chickens again. She was just, you know, fixing her pen and everything else like that. So we gave her one of the joke mod when you farmed feet. Oh Lord, how long ago did you write that I didn't see that? I did not farm feet. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway. So they have been rehomed and it looks like a honeymoon suite for just the 2 of them. It's actually kind of cute, but at the same time it's crazy because now Alpha and the other chicken are not necessarily having a good time. Beta is not interested so much of laying with the hens as much as the Alpha is, but at the same time he's testing his waters, and now since it's not 2-on-1, it's 1-on-1. It seems like Alpha's now gotten upset with him. It's just, the drama that is going on in the chicken house is crazy. There we go. Maybe I won't have to get up and go take care of it. Because I am in the middle of the mission. I was supposed to pop out, and then I was like, I can't do that because I'm actually in the middle of the mission, and I'll have to restart the mission. But that was the hen house drama. As the chicken turns. It was crazy this week. I walked out there, I was working in the yard this past weekend, trying to get my tomatoes to try and recover for the season. I don't know if they're actually going to recover. But I was sitting there listening to them, and they were fighting with each other, and it's like normal chicken bickering. But then they got to arguing, and the chicken body slams, and whenever I went in there and saw what was going on, it was basically Tippy, which was the rooster that we sent off to the honeymoon land, I guess you could say, with his wife, was actually sitting on top of Blondie, which was the one that he courted, I guess, but he was sitting on top of her to stop Alpha from getting to her. Like, he was smothering her in a corner, trying to protect her from Alpha. And then I realized what was going on, and then I understood why all of the body slamming was happening. I was like, this is not okay. This is not okay. I've never heard of this. I've never seen anything like this, but apparently it was a thing. I was gonna help you with the... He didn't even try to stop him. I was gonna help you with that door.
I couldn't take a break anyway.
Okay. Thank you. If I was gonna keep chickens, I would just keep 3 hens. Roosters can be a little bit tricky. Yeah, the only issue is we're not totally out in the country. We're semi out in the country. And there are dogs in the area and everything, and the roosters will protect the hens to the point of standing between... In order to let the hens get to the chicken coop, the rooster would sacrifice himself. He'll put himself between whatever the predator is and the chickens. And I've seen Alpha do that. Whenever something happens, he will chase all the hens back into the chicken coop and stand there and protect them. He will stand outside looking for the danger. What are you doing? He's just over here slapping concrete. Okay. I mean, there are weirder hobbies, I guess. But yeah, at first, whenever we put them inside the chicken coop, when they were a little bit littler, they are thick boys now. They are, I pick on Alpha. It's not an okay way to pick on him. I was like, you keep putting on that weight, you're gonna look really tasty around Thanksgiving. He just eyeballs me like he knows what I said. And I was like, okay, it's a little below the neck or something like that. I don't want to threaten him. If he hurts any of my hens, that's going to be a different story. But as of right now, he does actually protect them when they were younger and they first went outside to their coop. They were terrified every time someone honked their horn on the highway. And he would stand outside and usher the chickens into the hen house, which is why I knew to call him Alpha. He was the first one who stood up to me whenever they were in the chicken brooder. Like, I would put my hands in to mess around with them because I wanted to make sure I handled all of the chickens every single day to make sure that I could pick them up later on. Not that that helped. But he was the one who stood between me and all of them, and I was like, okay, you're the one who's being the Alpha, you are the Alpha. So he earned that name. And ever since then, every time I go outside, if he thinks there's any sort of threat, whenever there was a hawk that was flying around, he would shoot all of the hens back inside the building so that they were all safe. So roosters are kind of a problem, or they can be, especially if they're not, I'd say properly trained, but they are more or less wild animals. You can't get over some of their instinct. You have to work with their instinct. But, yeah, if they're mishandled or if they just don't train right, because some animals simply will not train correctly, one reason or another, whether or not that's just the breed that they are, or most of the breeds that we have nowadays are actually crossbreeds or hybrids anyway, so if the hybrid is weird, they may never train properly. But for the most part, anybody who keeps a rooster, that is like the reason that they keep a rooster, is so they have protection for their hens. And that's the reason I have them. We've got dogs in the neighborhood. We've got other animals. Basically, any animal that will eat meat will eat a chicken. Just plain and simple. Any of them. And we have snakes, obviously, really big snakes. I'm not sure that at this point that they are small enough to be eaten by a snake, but like eggs and things like that are a bit of an issue for snakes, so the rooster would do something about them in that case. Yeah, that's the whole reason we decided to keep our roosters. Now, I'm not saying I'm opposed to getting rid of them if they start becoming more of a problem than they are worth. But as of right now, he's doing his job. There's been a couple of times he's stood up to me, and I had to let him know that he's in charge of his hens and I'm in charge of the coop. He's a strong, independent zombie. He doesn't need no help. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. He is. Some humans never train properly. I suppose it's cut Rooster some slack if I had room for them. Well, let's just be honest, some humans don't know how to train things to begin with. Like me personally, I can't train a dog. I have tried before, and I don't have the ability to train a dog because I feel bad if I get on to a dog. I feel bad when I get onto a cat too, so it's probably the reason why my cats are extremely spoiled. But as far as that rooster goes, yeah, we had roosters and stuff like that when we were younger, and I got chased around by the roosters and pecked by the roosters and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure if we were keeping the roosters, or any chickens, that they know when someone walks in there, they don't peck at them. So it's not just a matter of training them when they do bad, it's also being there and giving them snacks every single morning, going out and talking with them, so they're just used to me being in there. Whenever I come outside, they follow me all the way around the pen, watching me to see if I'm going to bring them... Choking a chicken, no. I bring them snacks and stuff to try and, like, usher peace, and I've never choked a chicken. I've slapped a chicken before. I bopped him. I say slapped a cock is how I actually explained it whenever I came in and told my husband. I was like, yeah, I just slapped a cock. He's like, what? I was like, all it was whenever I was leaning down to pet one of the ladies, Alpha came up and pecked me really hard and actually left a mark on me. And I just kind of bopped him in his face to let him know. And he just gave me the stinkiest look on his face. And I was like, no. And he just looked at me for a minute longer and then he walked away. But ever since then, he has not pecked me at all. And he seems to understand. I just wanted to establish, those are his ladies. I won't touch them. I will leave them alone. But it's my hen house, because he needs to understand that if I'm going in there, he can't chase me out, because there might be something bad in there. Like if there's a predator in there and I need to come in there and take care of them, he doesn't need to fight me on it. If there's a snake in the hen house, I need to be able to get in there. Those kinds of things. I mean, like their ability to survive is dependent on their ability to be able to put up with me being in their location. I mean, I feed them, for heaven's sakes. He learned the pecking order. Well, the way you're supposed to do it, and I don't know how I feel about it, the way you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to take the rooster and put him on the ground and hold his head to the ground, because that's how he establishes dominance in the pecking order. And you're supposed to hold them there for a few minutes. And I'm like, I don't want to do that, because I want all of his hens to listen to him. Like, if there's any question from any of the hens questioning whether or not he's in charge, and there's a predator in the pen, they may not listen to him. I already got one chicken that does not really listen to him whenever I'm there, and that's Cheeks. And that's because Cheeks allowed us to hold on to her the whole time she was little. She was the only one that would always let us hold on to her, and she still does it now. So I'm afraid that if a predator got in there and I was in the pen trying to deal with the predator, that Cheeks would just ignore Alpha and try to come to me, thinking I would be able to protect her when Alpha is actually trying to tell her to get away and into the hen house. So if I know this is a whole lot of psychology for chickens that's probably not even accurate. If I diminish him in front of his hens, in front of his ladies, I'm afraid that they won't listen to him. They would only listen to me, and I don't want them to do that. He's there to protect them, and I'm there to protect all of them, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it actually makes sense, or whether or not just in my brain I'm adding too much to it, but that's how it seems to me. So I just did not want to do that whole holding him to the floor thing unless that didn't work. And it was just like if you bopped your head, a cat's head for getting on a counter and eating out of the tuna that you were trying to create or something like that. About like that. It's like, leave my tuna alone. Oh no, Kitty's here. Something like that. But it was enough for him to understand, don't do that again. That was not okay. A menage a zombie going on the stairs. Don't do that! Oh my gosh. This is a Christian Minecraft server. He's wearing that like an earring. Hi, kitty kitties. Oh no, she's actually on my keyboard. I don't know. I felt really bad about it, but at the same time, I was like, okay, I think he got the point without me having to lay him on the floor. I don't know if I could do that. The way Bam handles it is he just picks him up and holds him for a while. You know, so it's like, okay, you gotta relax and everything, and then he sets him back down. And so far that's worked. He's not become a mean chicken. And that's the whole point, is we're trying to make sure he doesn't become a mean chicken. I don't want him Like if I send Tigers outside to do something for the chickens while I'm sick or something like that, I don't want him pecking at her either. That worries me. Anyway, for everybody who came out here for survival info, leaves with info about chickens. And my first excursion with ever actually owning chickens myself. Oh no. Jason Voorhees probably can't get up the stairs. Where did he get stuck at? It's a Christian Minecraft server. What would happen to a fan of a certain 2B2T Minecraft? Oh, I have no idea. I'll be honest with you, I don't watch a whole lot of people who do Christian content. Well, Christian Minecraft content. I watch Cinnamon Toast Ken every now and then. No, not Cinnamon Toast. It's not Cinnamon Toast Ken. It's, Captain Sparkles. Why did I say Cinnamon Toast Ken? I haven't actually watched his videos in a while. Now that I think about it, he hasn't shown up on my feed. He hasn't taken a vacation too, has he? It's like there's a whole lot of people that I watch that are like the big names from old, you know, older times, you know, the ancient days of YouTube, and it's like they just went on a long vacation, and here I am like a month later. When was the last time Jacksepticeye uploaded? I don't actually know when the last time Cinnamon Toast Ken upload. Oh, he's stuck in there. This is not okay. I almost feel bad. Okay. Anyway, I watched Captain Sparkles. There was a couple of others that I watched, but it was mostly like Tigress watched a whole lot of Minecraft content, and I got stories via her stuff, if that makes any sense. It's like she would come in and info bomb me with all of the information and all of the stuff that was going on in the people's content that she watches. You could try doing that in a different place, but not in front of the hens. I'm not sure how I feel about that. How you doing, Elizabeth? If it comes to it, then I will, but I'm hoping that there won't be a whole lot of that. I don't want to stifle his natural instinct to protect them. And even though it's me, I don't want to... I want him to protect them because this area is not safe. There's dogs and all kinds of stuff, so if I interfere with that, I might actually cost one of the hens' lives later on. So I'm trying to be hands-off. So far, it has worked. There was only that one time that he pecked me really hard, and I haven't had to do anything about it since. And that was actually kind of a surprise. I was surprised that he did it. It kind of hurt my feelings. I was like, dude, I raised you. I can't believe you've done this. Next you'll be going to college. It's silly. Let me go ahead and make some building blocks. Drop that. I actually want to keep all of my seeds, so what do I drop? Drop the sandwiches. I want to keep the rotting flesh for now. What is this? Full auto? Maybe. Hang on. Can I put a full auto in here? Yes, I can. You forgot about Captain Sparkles? Ah, psh, you haven't watched him in years? I like watching his, I think I heard another wolf. Whenever he does his Reddit post stuff, he does his reaction to his Reddit posts, I like watching those. I don't want to scrap that because it's not going to give me any back. I could take those out. I'm so early on, I want to keep everything. I don't want to drop anything. It's not until after my loot boxes get full that I'm like, I can afford to drop a few things. I'm going to keep those because I can actually use those. How much does it take to make a duct tape now? It's probably 10. Yep. Okay. I can take out the bandage. craft that. It won't stack, but hey, it does open up that spot. Okay, that works. Let's go this way. Kitty, what are you doing? There is a Minecrafter you follow who plays the oldest Anarchy server. 2 builders, 2 tools. One of his catchphrases when he streams on the server is, "This is a family-friendly Minecraft server," even though the server is full of degenerates, hackers, and some of them are the most toxic players in Minecraft. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I'll be honest with you, I got that phrase from Tigress a long time ago. And it's kind of a meme around the house ever since. Every time we have, like, something that happens that's kind of inappropriate, or a movie shows up that shows, like, something inappropriate, and I'm like, this is a Christian Minecraft server! So that's probably where I got it from originally, was because she was watching that. I wouldn't be surprised. At all. It's a good thing trying to train the animals. Yeah, I do want them trained. I don't want to have to get rid of the, roosters. I know a lot of people get rid of the roosters. I'm hoping they will actually be useful. We were hoping to have a bachelor pad for all of our roosters in case... There's a savage country. Hang on. I'm gonna mark it on my map. I need that because I need... I need that because I need the parts so I can make some armor. Anyway, I wanted to keep them and put them in a bachelor pad that way in case anything happens to the main male of the group, my main rooster, whoever my main rooster is, if anything happens to him, we would have other roosters to fall back on. Plus, roosters don't typically fight when they're not in with ladies, so you don't have to worry about them being as aggressive when they're not around their hens. But we have not had a chance to make the bachelor pad just yet. And I was like, well, let's just ask around, see if there's anybody else who is interested in having a rooster who might have lost their rooster or something like that before we start making plans. Thank you. How you doing? Great. Captain Sparkles mostly does Twitch now, not so much YouTube, but puts it in his streams on the second channel. Yeah. His main channel, I think he said he was quitting his main channel after, what was it, 10 years or something like that? He wasn't going to do any regular content for it.
Buddy, you look thirsty. Why don't you
Zombie, thank you so much for the hydrate. Need a mod that gives you the 96 slot backpack. Well, we are doing no mods right now on this server. And I think for the next server, we probably will be doing mods. I was doing this specifically so I could do content for the 7 Days to Die community, but I'm playing pretty much vanilla right now and probably will be playing vanilla for a bit. In my playthroughs and, of course, the tutorials, I won't be covering mods for a good while. So we might wind up adding mods to this server, at least, like, basic quality of life mods, you know? Anything else? I need to go ahead and turn all of those arrows, well, all of those arrowheads into arrows. There we go. Under Siege, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, make me a whole bunch more of those, because apparently me sacrificing all of my arrows to try and kill the bad guys is going to be a thing for a little while. How am I finding the screamers since the update? They're crazy. Way too trigger happy. I think that's their way of nerfing, since they found out people have been figuring out a quicker way of getting the water. I mean, all of the trader stuff has been nerfed. Not well, but nerfed. So it has also nerfed the water purifier stuff, since you can make it instead of having to worry about getting anything from the trader. And then you can start getting water immediately, and then you start adding in all the stuff that's on top of it. Water is not that hard, so their way of nerfing is to add more screamers. not sure I really appreciate the change.
Yes. A little bit.
A little bit.
Just go that. Much like. Go out. On the other way.
Oh, did you hear me when I was saying you probably wouldn't mind dying to suffocation?
Oh, no, just right.
Thought so.
Oh, just right. Suffocation.
Yeah, I was saying I don't think I would appreciate dying to suffocation. I think my husband might disagree. Yeah, I thought that was going to be the response. We'll put commando gloves in here. Okay. Now. Oh no, I've got stuff inside my pocket again. Can I just put these here to keep anything else from filling up this area? Okay. Do I have... I probably have enough time to go through that store, right? How am I doing on food and water? Yeah. Let me go see if anybody has hit the Savage Country right quick, because I really need those parts so I can make my full set of gear. I won't be officially playing a rogue character until I have my whole outfit. I don't have any parts. I've seen some videos of people using ducks to keep their chickens safe. I have heard of that, and I actually considered it because the Tractor Supply where I got my chickens had ducks too, and I was like, oh, that sounds like such a cute idea. And then I found out they honk all the time. And you would think chickens were very, very loud. They're really not. Now, my chickens don't do their chicken song or their egg song because I haven't started laying eggs, so I can't say to that. The only time I actually have to worry about them getting loud is when they're arguing with each other. But for the most part, chickens are pretty quiet. I'm not sure how I'd feel about the always honking. Okay, let's get this side of drop first. There's usually a cop over there. That's what I'm hesitating about. What are you doing in here, dude? Is my internet finally, like, sorted out? Have you guys seen it breaking up at all? Sparkle's semi-retired if you call doing the same thing, just not doing, like, an extra recording? Yeah. Dude had... How many channels did Captain Sparkles have? He had his music channel. He had Captain Sparkles 1 and 2. I feel like he has another one. The one with the reactions is a different one. And I think there was another one, right? It'd be cool if you could cook a bucket of water. Yes, it would be nice, especially since they're selling buckets for no damn reason at the trader. Well, cool. Let me go put a bucket of water at my base. It doesn't really do any good unless you just want to slurp out of your water hole. That's not the way to phrase that. Don't quote me on that. I knew it. I get outside so I don't get shot at. You had to disable the screamers in the XML and got stuck at 20-minute screamer death loop? Oh no. Yeah, I've been stuck on really bad death loops, and that's before they decided to make them twins. You think the heat thing for the screamers is overdone? I really feel like it is. And I haven't even put a whole lot of stuff. I've got, in my main playthrough, I've got 3 water purifiers and 1 of everything else. I don't have like several different forges or anything else like that going, or even several different... Okay, just keep rotating, keep rotating. Turn it for me. Yeah, just like that. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. He's fixing to spit. I mean, I've only got 1 forge, so it doesn't make any sense on why I would be attracting screamers at least 1 every day, and usually more than that. He just flopped over. Oh, you're actually feral. Okay, come over here and explode. You just stood there and took out the window. I don't mind the idea. Hold on. Oh no, there's a lot of conversation here. Make them random. Just make them random spawns. I like the idea of them being inside a POI and occasionally doing stuff. I don't know about a random spawn. That would get rather frustrating. It would be interesting if it was something that could happen on a time delay of every few days this person could spawn in to scout out an area that has gotten warm, rather than they can spawn whenever. There needs to be like a cooldown of so many days. Geese are apparently good at protecting chickens and ducks. Geese are also very good at attacking people too. They trample weasels? Oh lord. I don't mind the idea of screamers and honing in on campfires, forges, even prolonged gunfire, but having a dew collector as a heat map is dumb. I'm sure they generate more heat than a forge, don't quote me, not looked into it, but I'm not putting up with double screamers, rad screamers in the first week in a death loop. Yeah, exactly. Not as dirty as it sounds. Sure you are. I use the circle hole blocks to hold water, both for helmet-mounted water purifiers and an RPG element farming. Yeah, I've got the thing, I just don't like using it because it uses up so much, it still eats your health. Unless it's changed, it still eats your health when you do it. So you still have to heal up afterwards. Has that changed? Can anybody verify? I haven't tested that yet because I haven't actually used it because I just didn't like the way it did that before. If it's going to protect you, it should protect you from the loss of health too. And I understand for, like, just trying to make your base look cool. I completely understand that one. Captain Sparkles currently has 5 channels. Yeah, exactly. See, he's got so many channels. Saying, I don't think I'm going to post here for a while is... It's probably a good idea to give that one channel a break for a while. Because that was, like, his edited content. I'm pretty sure he also had to pay, like, an editor or something like that who did those. Or he had to do them, and that probably ate up a whole lot of time. So, he retired, and then he did more series on the same channel, so I'm not sure exactly what he means by retirement. Oh, 5 skill points! You got 2 screamers on day 3 with just a forge and a campfire. Yeah, that's pretty serious. The last update, someone was asking me, I don't know how you aren't getting screamers and everything. I was like, well, because I'm on an old update is probably the reason why I'm not getting screamers. And as soon as I updated and started my next recording, that's when I started getting the screamers, and I'm like, thank you, you cursed me. Thanks, I hate it. Hey, where are my parts, dude? Oh, they're outside. Come on. I'm not sure if you can't get these off of these or not. Maybe I need to check those. Nope, I think it's because of my level. Hey, there's one out of all that oh my gosh. Where's your pixel at? I saw it. Hold on, there it is. Okay. Do not break any shelves. If you have a water purifier mod, it doesn't take away your health. It doesn't take away the health anymore. I know last alpha it did. I had not tested on this one. I've actually got that helmet and I just haven't used it the entire time. Or was that like a previous version or something like that? I don't know. I've been through enough alphas to not be able to keep track of that stuff. I just distinctly remember having to heal up every time I decided to go and fill up my water. Hey, 2 parts. Come on. It takes, I think for my tier... What tier am I on? I'm on tier 2, which takes two crafting kits, so it's 2 armor parts per PC uniform. The main channel retirement is just for the Minecraft stuff? Yeah. I would figure, it's just me, but as far as the things that I watched whenever I was watching Minecraft or his Minecraft content, like I was enjoying his is a zombie one that he's been doing recently. That one, if I'm not mistaken, in a lot of cases, a lot of the mods that he runs, it's kind of better to play it live, especially if he's in a server, and he usually is. Like more interactivity. It's like, hey, especially with some of the, I don't even know what the names of those are, but they've got like machines that have to be put together like a specific kind of way, and then hey, 2 parts in that one. And you have to put these like intricate machines together and they make some sort of quantum something or another. It'd be nice to have extra people helping you out figuring out those things. I don't think I would want to try and do that in a single player recording something or another. I'd have like 5 episodes of me trying to figure out one piece of machine. And I'm pretty sure nobody would stick around in the comment section saying, "You are dumb. Please stop playing the game. You're hurting us." You good? How did you die in there? Answer me that question. What were you doing in there? Were you peeking? Are you a peeker, Frank? You keep getting screamer loops. You had 2 jewel collectors and 2 forges. That's not surprising. The forges do a lot, and if you do any fires, not fires, but if you shoot your weapon, if you shoot a gun a whole lot, it doesn't take anything. Every single shot fired increases your heat map. It's not like, hey, ooh, legendary part. It's not like, hey, it takes, let me throw this box of ammo at these bad guys and suddenly my heat goes up like by 5. And that's not the way it works. They really milk it. Where's the pixel? Where's the pixel? Please fix Fun Pimps! Let me really study this in case there's a sale on this particular one. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize I could check this one. I thought this alpha, they had like taken off your ability to check these, because I kept looking at them and couldn't find the hitbox. And I went through the entire building, and the very last one, I finally saw the hitbox, and I had to go back through the entire building trying to find the 1 pixel. It's a bit frustrating. Walk around. Use the door. Open a door. Dude. Pardon. Oh no. Did she consent? I don't think she consented. Dean? This is awkward. I'm gonna have to be a witness in court. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop. This is a citizen's arrest. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Nope. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Nope, you're not keeping me in here. The water purifier in 1.0 has no health loss. Okay, okay, gotcha, gotcha. I once heard you say you play D&D. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, however, if I'm right. Did you play Borderlands? Oh my gosh. Baldur's Gate 3. I've touched on Baldur's Gate, but I know Baldur's Gate is a... D. Latisse, thank you so much for the follow! Baldur's Gate is like a long and involved game, and I want to be able to focus on that one, because if I get into the game, I'm going to want to continue to play the game. I get obsessed with things, and after I like something, I play it until it either pisses me off, or I finish it. So whenever I can get to the actual game, it's probably going to wind up being the game that's on here for a while. So I have not touched it yet. I will be playing it soon. Speaking of which, how many people here are play D&D? Because I have been waiting and waiting and waiting. It still has not happened. I'm calling this series the D10 series, and it's a D20. I'm like, I don't think anybody's going to say anything. I was just waiting for someone to point it out. No. Actually, that's not a D10. That's a D20. My logo for the series, and I was like, I bet you someone's going to call it out. Nobody said anything. But yeah, I really want to... Hey, a wiring tool! Farmer outfits... I'm finding a whole lot of seeds in all of these things. If you'll pardon the expression, having one filter for the... Hold on. Having one filter for the helmet and another for the dew collectors does not muddy the waters. I think it kind of muddies the waters. Honestly, it doesn't make sense to me on why a dew collector would have a water filter anyway. I never understood the dew collector part of it to begin with. What is it called again? I've talked about it before, but my brain's already scattered because, you know, it does that. Especially if I'm trying to think of something. But the thing that you use to actually boil the water and it goes through the still, that seems to me like more of a way that you would actually create water in this type of scenario. And then you would have to add iodine or something like that to get rid of the radiation. At least that would be my thinking rather than dew collector. I understand the dew collector. Of course, it would also be really, really cool if you had locational types of ways of getting water. Say, if you're in the pine forest, a rain collector. If you're in the desert, a dew collector. If you were in the snow biome, you would just eat the snow, or, well, not actually eat the snow. You would actually need to use the iodine because of acid and stuff like that. And then once you get to the wasteland, you're going to have to figure out some other method, some stronger method, and it would probably have to be the filtering of the water through, not the chemistry station, it's a different type of thing. It's basically the same thing you would put whenever you make moonshine, distilling, I think is what it's called. You would have to distill the water, and then you would have to put iodine in it if you did it in the wasteland. To me, I think that would be more immersive, and then it would give people a chance to not necessarily have it on the fix with one situation, and you wouldn't have to nerf it with the screamers. Because once you moved, or if you moved, you could probably just leave a base in each area, and if you came back, like most of us go back to our traders to check to see if they have anything good, then you could go back to those locations and just get whatever water's collected and do whatever you have to do in that location to make the water drinkable. But you wouldn't have to use the screamers. It would just be a whole lot more involved. Oh no.
Hey, buddy.
I'm not here.
Thirsty. Why don't you get
thank you.
hydrated?
Thank you for the hydration. I think they could actually make the water situation more complicated without making it weird. The screamer situation is weird. Anything that doesn't actually have an active fire to it should not draw screamers. It just shouldn't. Noise should draw screamers and active fire should draw screamers. I don't think it should just be any random thing in a dew collector that is a passive reaction. Should definitely not. Vitamins will keep you from getting dysentery. You still take damage, lose health when drinking. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay, so you can use the vitamins to drink the nasty water. It'll stop you from getting the dysentery, but it will still damage. Okay. Fun pimps, are you mad at them fixing something? Yeah, that's true. That's crazy talk. Speaking of Borderlands, you heard that they are making a Borderlands 4. I hope the storyline is really, really good. I've never played the Borderlands series. Tigress has played it, so I usually get my information from her. I still need to play Baldur's Gate 3, but life and stuff haven't been big enough space of time in order to dedicate to it yet. I really want to enjoy it. Yeah, me too. Me too. I want more time to actually play it. I want like a bigger chunk of time in which I could actually enjoy it, because from everything that I've heard, anybody who plays it really likes it, so I actually want to be able to do it. Never played D&D, did Magic the Gathering. Yeah, and right now I'm kicking myself my entire... I had a huge collection of Magic cards, old Magic cards, and I am kicking myself in the butt for selling them when I needed cash. Oh, I had some really good ones, Lotuses and the whole 9 yards. I'm so upset. And I have not played in years, so don't ask me about any of the newer cards. I don't know anything about them. So, besides D20, icons are a little more common than D10. That's true, but whenever you're doing percentages... I'm just standing in the middle of nowhere. Hey! Give me just a second. The thing is at first I decided to call it the D20 series, and then whenever I made the final choice on it, I made it a D10, but I didn't change the type of dice I was using for the icon. So it just didn't get changed, and I was like, I'm sure somebody will notice. What you doing? Okay. I want to finish out this building. But it is nighttime. I already have ferals running around. I do have a bit of time. I'm just... how am I doing on food? I'm doing good on food and water. Let me just try and drop off. Why is there a mountain lion here? Oh, I never cleaned it out from earlier. Oh boy. Well, that's not helpful. Why is there a mountain lion in this biome? I didn't know that they could spawn here. That's not good. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to sit right over here. And we're going to wait until daytime so we don't get additional runners. It's because the Borderlands movie did amazing. From what I understand, the Borderlands movie sucked. But I'm not sure. I don't really play the game, so I don't know. All I know is Tigress loves the games, and she was angry after she saw the commercial for it, so... Now my character's thirsty. Do I have anything to drink? Yes, I do. You're gonna watch the Borderlands movie, what's it streaming? Everybody needs to go see the Alien Romulus movie. That is on my list to see. Pressure cooker? I don't know if a pressure cooker would be a good place to sanitize your drink. I mean, I guess technically you could pressure can water. It would not get rid of radiation, though. It would kill all the bacteria in it. And it also would not filter any heavy metals out of it. So you would have to put it through some sort of filter. And it just stuck its head in there. I don't think I can shoot through that. Pretty sure I can't. I don't want to move because I know it will immediately see me. Maybe the purifier is what... The purifier does not require... You can make a purifier a water filter, and it's gravity fed. There's no electricity needed. There's no heat involved or nothing. It is stone to capture like bigger particles like leaves and stuff like that. And then it filters into sand, thinner sand, and it goes through charcoal, and the charcoal gets out the chemical contaminants. In a lot of cases, things like certain types of poisons and stuff like that, if you accidentally ingest certain types of poisons, they will actually give you active charcoal, or charcoal rather, and tell you to ingest it to absorb the chemicals so your body can pass it. It binds to the chemicals and allows it to pass it through your system. And it's the same thing in a water filter. It requires no electricity, no fire, no nothing. It makes no sense. The way in which it works, gravity. Should I try and kill him? Because I do need the food. Got him. I was supposed to just let him wander away. That's probably a bad idea. I interpret the water situation as a two-problem factor, biological and chemical, yes. Biological because you have a big zombie infection going on and chances are it still exists in the world. Now how they... Lore-wise, I'm not sure how they reconcile having zombie dogs, but not having... and zombie bears, but not having like zombie deer, zombie chickens, zombie rabbits. I don't know how now they reconcile that story-wise. I don't know. But obviously, since there's also vultures that, you know, probably eat decay and dead things. Let me think. Bears, I mean, I guess maybe they would scavenge dead things, dead humans, which might be how they get it. Dogs would probably do it, but so would a mountain lion. A deer being a herbivore probably wouldn't get introduced to it quite the same way. And the others, but a chicken is an omnivore. It will eat anything. There should be zombie chickens. So lore-wise, that's not consistent. But there is an active zombie virus, and it is persistent. It's in the environment. You would figure that the bacteria or whatever it is that's causing it would have to be filtered out of the water. And then the chemical, because they say a nuclear bomb has hit. And it's not like we are living very, very far away from said nuclear apocalypse because the wasteland exists. So there would have been nuclear fallout here. So in order to survive, you would figure you would need iodine. Maybe, I don't know, certain areas would have low-lying radiation. Obviously, the wasteland should still have radiation, depending on how long since the apocalypse has happened, which we still don't have verification on how long it's been. G-Town Big Girl, thank you so much for the follow. So all of those situations, I do think it should be a more than one-step process to get water. I don't think it should be easier to get the water. I just think the water situation needs to make sense, and it would be cool if it was more versatile to where each biome had a specific way in which you had to get the water. I think that would be one way of taking the screamers out of the situation, except for in the wasteland would actually require the fire. Now, you can boil water, obviously. So there is that. If you were to make getting water out of a lake or something like that the way you needed to do it, it just makes more sense. If you can get a bucket, why can't you get it out of the river and boil it like you used to be able to, but then you would have to do other steps. Like boiling it doesn't get out particles, what would you say, like heavy metals, it doesn't get out the debris, it just kills the bacteria, so you would still need to filter the water, so if you were to boil it and then filter it.
You shot my hair!
Darth Phoenix, thank you for that bit, I do appreciate.
Bitch.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think it's just a still when you're distilling water or a moonshine. It's just, I think they're just calling it a distillery would be the way you would phrase it. Yeah, and then they could actually make it to where you could make moonshine the proper way instead of just, here's how you make the moonshine. Cover the whole thing up. Oh, hang on. Then the way in which you actually made moonshine was how you make moonshine. Let me get out of the light. It should be daytime soon. Desert Kitty. Yeah, no. This should not be there. You had a bunch of rare Pokemon cards and gave them to your brother years ago and he lost them all? Oh, no. No. Oh, I thought that was in the game. Thank you, Darth Phoenix. That coughing thing, I was like, whoa, is that a new zombie sound? I haven't heard that one. It scared me. I thought it was right next to me. I have one thing from way, way back then, and it is a comic book, and it wasn't even my comic book. It was a comic book that was left with me, and I just still have it. I got rid of the rest of the collection, but it's a Spider-Man comic. It's like a It's a, I don't know what series, I don't know how many series Spider-Man had, but it's like a first edition of whatever series that was. And I just held on to it because it was in pretty decent condition and it was a first edition of that one. And I was like, there's a chance this might be worth it. But I still can't believe that I got rid of, I had stacks, you know, the long white boxes you could get. I had boxes and boxes, and some of them were actually made into decks. Like I had a rat deck, I had a skeleton deck, I had all that stuff, and I was like, I can't keep carrying these around because at the time I was moving a lot. And I really needed the money. It was like an electricity bill type of situation, so I sold them. The whole thing for $200, and now one of those cards is probably worth $500. It just sucks. I'm so incredibly disappointed with myself, but yeah, when you're moving a lot when you're younger, you just do what you gotta do. Day 5 and you got a dire wolf? Oh no.
Huck to and spit on that thing.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Darth Phoenix. Good heavens. Oh, man. Zombie in front of me around the corner. I would not be surprised, but I'm not trying to engage any of them. I'm just trying to wait till daytime so they're hopefully not running. I know certain creators have played a series of spreadable fire. Unfortunately, I don't know how they did it. There is a mod out there specifically for it. I don't know if it's on the 7 Days to Die mods or if it's on the Nexus. I don't remember. We've got belching zombies. Why not farting zombies? I would assume it's probably because hot air rises, so it would come out the top. Now, of course, if you had a zombie that was, like, walking on its arms or something like that, and, you know, mobilized with its hands and is upside down, I would assume that it would make sounds at the other end. I guess I'm kind of glad that they don't do that, because I would never be able to play the game again. I would laugh way too much. Now we have zombies that spurt blood like their hearts are still pumping, and none of them leaves a trail of bloods when they're walking around. Yeah, that was like my first thing whenever I saw the zombie spurting. Thank you, Darth Phoenix. Thank you. I saw there's stuff spurting, and I was like, okay. So lore-wise, because that's all we have isn't. Oh, okay, I can see the. I see the zombie. It looks like a Marilyn. She's walking over there to the dressing room. I'm not going to ask her what she's doing. She's probably going to do a job, if you know what I mean. So, the first time I saw it spurting, I was like, okay, according to the lore, which we get environmental lore mostly, we don't actually have lore per se. Are we assuming that somehow or another, not only does a zombie virus animate their bodies, but their heart is still pumping too? Because that is actually what causes blood to eject out, is the pumping of the heart. Right? Joke mod idea? Heck yeah. A zombie that actually walks around on its hand and farts because all that gas is trying to come out the other end. I still don't think I would be able to do it. Between a farting zombie and me slipping on bananas, I would not be able to do anything. I would just laugh the whole time. Add the ability to catch chickens and start a farm. Yeah, I don't know why they're so adamantly against animal husbandry in the game. They have said adamantly that they are not going to add that to the game, and they're not going to add any more animals to the game at all. I guess they just had to draw a line somewhere and say, we're definitely not going to try this thing, so we can focus on the things we said we were going to do, but it seems like an odd way to... an odd place to say, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. Zombies leave a little blood whenever you knife them, but only a little. I think it also gives you the option on whether or not it stays for very long and how much gore it shows, but I haven't actually seen that setting because I haven't looked for it. Supposedly there's supposed to be a way to turn it off. I think the whole reason why they don't leave blood for very long has more to do with FPS and the game eating memory and stuff like that. I think that's the only reason why they don't splat everywhere. I do kind of like the blood spurt. It just adds in the question of, are the zombies heart beating? I would understand if there's splurting coming from if you're doing PvP. I understand it then, but I mean, yeah, gore, maybe, blood, guts, the whole 9 yards, the bleh of... How would you describe that? The zombie gut slimy thing? I would understand that, but splurting? I don't know. Modders can add animals, yes. Especially since all of the animations that you would probably need for a modded-in animal are basically there. Oh no, now I'm encumbered. That's not good. Okay, let's go say hi to Marilyn. After we send her this little love message first. There we go. Oh, this is a bad idea. Please do not take out those vending machines. Oh, you're gonna take out the vending machine! Okay, well, I didn't take out the vending machines. And Undead Legacy has got a nice setup for animal husbandry and beehives. I love the mod pack. Viscera. Yeah, that would probably be a good one. Yeah. I'm not sure in this type of environment how you would effectively show that, but I don't think spurting blood really works. Now, if it is actually canon that their hearts are still beating, then that's fine. It's just usually not a thing that they put into a game. They distinctly say that the only thing that's going is like a very basic part of the brain that's animating them. That's the reason why they're acting the way that they are. Show yourself. Oh, there's somebody outside. I mean, that's fine. They always said that they're doing like environmental storytelling, so if this is actually... I hate that guy. If that's like their way of saying that, okay, this is the thing that happened, and we also know that somehow or another certain factions of the world actually got their hands on zombies before the zombie apocalypse because they experimented on them. Which might be how this guy and the mutated and some of the others might have come into being, is because the virus existed and then they played around with it, gain of function style, and then created some sort of an offshoot to the typical zombie, like this dude right here. Maybe they were trying to take this virus, give it an additional function, and turn it into like maybe a super warrior or something or another, and created a whole bunch of these, and whites, and mutateds, and all kinds of stuff like that. He still freaks me out. Okay. Alright. I do have my drinks. Where's my food at? Do I use it? I guess it's a lamb ration? I probably should. Just get that. Just get that. How's my water? Okay, I did drink a drink, though. Is that Bam? Is he okay? It's YouTube's. Never mind. I'm not worried about that right now. It's gonna have to wait till later. I do like the change with the environmental stuff where you have to turn off certain things. I wish there were more like that. Like, instead of just fire, there's also like electricity and things like that that stop you from progressing. Maybe now that they figured out the fire, they'll be able to add in new ones. Don't forget about the vending machines. I gotcha. I gotcha. Scrap that. How far away is that anyway? 1K away? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, your area's... How does one do that? I mean, did he just stand there and go, ah, like the vampire death in Buffy the Vampire Slayer? He just slowly died? The original movie, not the series. I don't know. Bleh! No, 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 no. I panic. Hard panic. There we go. Okay, he's stuck. You can stay stuck right there. Stay right there. Be a bad idea to explode that right now, right? I'm very tempted to, but I think that would explode a whole lot bigger than I think it's going to. Dude. How many of my arrows are you going to eat? Whoa, that one hit him hard. He felt that. I should have exploded you. I should have exploded you. Wasted opportunity. Okay. One take on the zombie lore I've seen is the basic functions, respiration and heartbeat continue along with the base parts of the brain. Yeah, that's some of it. I guess it all depends on which type of lore, and they're kind of writing their own lore with these particular type of zombies. Which is kind of interesting because it makes me wonder how much... Okay, this is going to be conspiracy theory. Let's put on our tinfoil hats with this. Whenever they finally add in raiders, are they going to change the AI of the zombie itself to match it, you know? Because right now we've got what we would call smart zombies. They can look at blocks and tell you which way to go, all that kind of stuff. You know, I should not be going in there encumbered. That place is going to be a death trap. Yeah. So... Do I have any wood on me? There is no way an arrow is going to kill that thing. I need to drop something. Here, let me just scrap those and then make a storage. Away from the big cat. I'm wondering whether or not the AI is going to... I'm wondering if the AI of the zombies is going to augment and they're going to become dumb zombies, or whatever because there are humans, or how they're going to... Why is it running? I'm just wondering whether or not these are going to be their own style of zombies. Like, you've got the slow shamblers that you have in certain types of lore. You've got the really quick ones with, like, what is that? World War Z or whatever. You've got the zombie talkers that they have in Z Nation. All different kinds of different zombies. And, of course, you got the Walking Dead type of zombies. I wonder what their thing is going to be for their type of zombie. How did I miss? That's not good.
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
I think it heard me. Okay. Internet is starting to go? Okay, give it just a second. You're pumped for the Raiders? The bits are dropping. The bit rate is leaving. It's not surprising. Come on, why am I not hitting that? It's probably because my bit right here is messed up too. No? My ping is not high. Hit the dog. Hit the dog. That's not something you should say. Come on. Keep throwing around all these arrows. The big mean cat's gonna come in here. Are the frame rates back now? Do we have frame rate? Okay, what was that? Oh, scavenger hat. Okay. That is still fluctuating. Zombies are eating the damn frames. Yep, yep, yep. Yep. Zombies are eating all of my frames. I get this place clear before the internet just completely decides to stop itself. Dinner found me? Yes, they did. It'd be interesting to see how the raiders, because surely the raider bases will also get every 7 days. Would be good if you near a trader that a horde was spawned for the trader too, and you got clear of it after the horde might end.
Still playing?
Yes. I thought you came in here to say something.
Speak.
Okay.
We're gonna fix them tomorrow.
Okay. It should be interesting, but it's also... The raiders are going to hit you and the zombies are going to hit you, so it would figure that you would have to do 2 different types of bases, unless you're going to have both of them have the exact same AI for coming after a horde base, which seems kind of dumb. If you're going to have people storming towards a base and have them beating on concrete blocks, that doesn't make any sense. They would go for a door, window, or whatever. And then a zombie wouldn't know the difference between a door and a concrete brick. They're not going to know, they're not going to care. They're just going to beat on things. So it seems to me like they would have to make the zombies dumber and the raiders smarter, take the zombies back to circa, I don't know, Alpha 15 or something like that, and then use the type of AI intelligence with the raiders. At least that's how I would think. I'm not sure if that's actually going to be how it goes. It just seems to me like typically they err on the side of let's try and make the game harder, in which case they're going to make both of them smart, which would kind of kill it. And the reason I say that is because if you do it that way, you negate the ability to say you can't just make one type of base. You have to have multiple types of bases, and they're always trying to nerf a horde base anyway. It just makes more sense that they would do it that way. I think it would be a loss of an opportunity to make it very, very confusing on Horde Night. Especially if you have some hordes that are human and some hordes that are zombies. Get your feet out of the way. There we go. They just spawned in, I felt it. Oh, it's a rad. I don't have anything that can kill her. Can I get you to follow me? Come on up the ladder with me. All of you big baddies, come over here. Come over here. Okay. Follow me down here. I just broke my leg. Come on down. I need all of you out of there. Oh, you're mistaken. I don't actually want to fight you. I just want you out of my loot room. I'm gonna mess up my leg really, really bad right now. Good luck following me. There's probably another way up here that I'm not accounting for. Hey, not on the keyboard. Not on the keyboard, kitty kitty. I hope I got all of them out of there. Okay, I should be able to get my loot and get out of here before they bang their way in. Zombies! Come back over here so I can see you. Otherwise you might be banging through somewhere I was not taking into account. Scavenger outfit enforcer, scavenger. Bandits will be the same, but they will have AI. That would be a waste of an opportunity, to be honest with you. And if they go that route, I would be disappointed that they missed that opportunity. You can't tell me somewhere in the files the old AI does not exist. It wouldn't even take rewriting a whole lot. It would just be take the old AI and apply it to the zombies and have the new characters, which will probably have different character models and stuff like that, apply this AI to the raiders, you know? It occurs to me, you guys could probably get through there. Yeah, they're gonna work their way through there. Oh, we might have to do the roundabout thing if they jump in here. I also might run outside and get away from here. Come on. Don't play with it. Don't tease it. Just do the thing. There you go. Hey! A tier 4 rogue outfit. Hey, I just said I didn't have one of these. Modify, put that in there. Yeah. Stop playing with your things in your pocket. There we go. A tier 4 rogue piece. That is definitely needed. Okay. There we go. What does that do? Sneak effectiveness plus 8%. Okay. Okay, now what we need to do is... Hold on, I want to check over here first. They're probably actually climbing in here. Is there anything? They went all the way outside and are banging outside. Okay. You know what? I don't need that sandwich. Now, where are zombies? And my loot is in here, and it's gonna over-encumber me. No, 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 ma'am. Okay, a world of bad just happened. Hang on. Okay. What am I stuck on? Get off of that. Do that right quick. Are they both over here? Yeah, they're both over here. You know what? I'm gonna have to leave and come back and get this. Come on. I need all of you to come out of there. Mostly the cat. It's still in there? Okay. What I'm gonna have to do is go home, drop off, take the perk point so I can heal my foot, get my foot healed up, and then come back and get my loot. Let's not break the foot before I get there, though. Like I said, Benny Hill. Yeah, exactly. I don't want the Screamer Death Loop. I don't have enough ammo to get one started. I don't have that kind of ammo. I got 135, and if I call in a Screamer, I'd definitely run out of ammo. Especially for some reason they're giving me rads. Does not make sense. I didn't order a rad. Discretion and valor and all of that? Yes, exactly. Live to fight another day. Okay, I did get, what was that, two more armor kits, and of course the rest of my really cool stuff is, you know... No, don't do that. Is back inside that box, so... Those. Put everything else away. take the perk point for physician, which needs an intellect of 3. Okay. Now I just need a splint. Do I have one? I have a cast. Do I want to use the cast? You know what? Just use it. Just use it. It's fine. Okay, let's drop off. Drop off. I finally have some meat. Okay, all of that stuff is taken care of. Let me fix my hydration, which is still crap. Okay. Just let the mountain lion take out the zombies. I wonder how hungry the mountain lion is. It might happen before I get back. I mean, I can make a bit of cornbread. Maybe. You know, if they have the ability to do the stacks inside those things, I wish there was a way you could actually make it to where they stack a bit taller than that. You know, they continue to gain. You don't lose any just because you haven't checked it a minute. That should be more than plenty. 74. I should have to pee 5 times on my way to go get my loot. Okay? That's how this should work. Okay. Okay. That mountain lion is standing between me and my loot. Let's go back and get it. I need those parts. The splints are pretty easy to make. Yeah. And the XML now rotates between 1 and 2 screamers into the RNG along with RNG. Roll for them to be normal, feral, or rads, where it can be a roll for 2 to 3 screamers now. I don't think that should be right. Especially since it can roll at any level for it to be a rad. That's more like, use any of this stuff at your own discretion. Don't create too many things, or be ready to create all the defenses in the world.
I always come back.
Thank you, Darth Phoenix. That scared the hell out of me. The first sound sounded like a very close growl. Like the biggest growl I would have ever heard. I thought for sure... Ugh, it's over there bapping on somebody. I'm not going to be over there. Let's leave. I got my loot. Scared the hell out of me. I thought for sure that that mountain lion had somehow or another back behind me whenever I pulled in. And in that case, I was already dead. Oh, Lord. Each version of the Scout gets a roll, so it has nothing to do in the XML files about your level. That even at level 1, if for some reason or another you raised your heat map, it could roll you a rad. Is that how it says? A big water barrel like that should easily do 30 or 40 jars? Yes, it should. Good Lord. Yeah, that's messed up. That's messed up. Those things should be geared towards a level. Rads are not even supposed to show up at that point. I mean, there's no way to actually fight it. I guess they're trying to get you used to the concept that you may not actually be able to fight them. You would have to run away. I don't know. I mean, that is a possibility, but... I mean, there has been once or twice that I've gotten into a death loop with those guys and had to run away from the base to pull them away from the base and just go out and do missions while they despawned. So... I mean, yeah, but still. I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping these balances will make sense once we start getting some of the later stuff. That these changes and stuff will make sense. Senka! Thank you so much for the follow! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you don't have to pee? Why? Why? Like you should. You definitely have to pee. If you don't, there's something wrong. But I don't know. We aren't partied, so you can't blame me for the rads? Yeah, exactly. I think the rads are just there. Sometimes, well, some POIs, there's actually supposed to be a rad in a specific spot, like the generation is supposed to have a rad. Or will be no less than a rad sitting there. Those guys go in there. And this pistol stuff. Okay. You said you had vending machines? Let me go sell this stuff and I'm gonna run out to your vending machines. Okay, hopefully by the next time we play, I will have a horde base. Can I... Dude, come on. You have to wait for a while. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go see the vending machines first then. Okay. Assuming I don't get exploded on a mine. Reaper, if you put away your mines after you were done playing with them. Why the holes in the walls? You don't like my Swiss cheese base? I mean, obviously, if you got things like projectile vomiting at it and you put a hole in there, it's just gonna go through the portal into another dimension. Can't possibly hit my base. I don't know. It was just a block that I liked. Just doing something different. I kind of had like this carnival feel to it. I don't know what I was doing. It was just something I found and I was like, ah.
Take it easy. Hellfire is burning me alive!
Thank you, Darth Phoenix. Thank you for those 50 bits. I appreciate. Ah, the joys of having the trader always open mod. Yeah, exactly. Those traders should not be allowed to take a nap. There we go. There's a lot of sound effects that are in here that people have not even started playing around with. That's what that was, Reaper. There's a lot of them. I spent days working on all that stuff. Days, I tell you. Trying to make sure there was a good buffet of sounds and such as that. So people wouldn't get bored. Wolf Shadow! Or Shadow Wolf! Wow, for 5 seconds I had dyslexia. Thank you so much for the follow! Thank you, thank you. Well, this place looks mean. Ah! You got a dog out here. Is this your dog, Reaper?
Question. Does that make me a dumbass?
Yeah, sometimes. Usually the answer is yes. Thank you, Phoenix. Darth Phoenix, I appreciate. Liz drone voice clips when that would be funny. I'm not sure that I would want it.
That was scary.
That was scary, yes. Thank you, Gray. Is this on a server? Yes, it is. We have a patron server. Wow. Reaper definitely wants to make sure everybody knows where his stuff and things are.
Stop! I could have dropped my croissant.
A shiny! A guy shiny!
A shiny! A shiny! You thought that wasn't a POI? Yeah, yeah. A tier 5. These are not legit prices. Is this a black market on weapons? Huh? You got a black market on weapons going on? Whoa, I didn't realize there was a display on here. Just stuck my face to it. I might have licked this screen out here. No comment. Thank you, Darth Phoenix. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Evil Daffy. Blah. I can't do that laugh. Ranger gloves, tier 5s. Ranger hat. I'll take the gloves, I'll take the hat. It's a tier 5 boots. I'm broke. It's fine. It keeps me from having to make any of it. A crucible. Nope, 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 nope. I will buy these stews, though. Reaper's like just sitting there going, bring me the money. Outfit I don't need. Boots. Dadgummit. Ranger, why did I buy Ranger stuff? I bought Ranger stuff. And Raider boots. I'm buying all of the wrong stuff. I need a rogue stuff. I just bought a whole bunch of stuff. Can I return? Probably not. Do you have any... I got mixed up on the stuff. Wow, that was a unique animation you were doing on there. Yeah, I got Ranger stuff. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Not rogue stuff, I got Ranger stuff. This is not the stuff and things I was looking for. You know what? It's still going to be better than the stuff that I'm currently wearing, so it doesn't hurt to wear it. It's just not my gear. It just means that this is not my final outfit, which is fine. Because I don't need that Ranger hat. Your dog is still running around. I'm such a dingus. It's like I saw an R and immediately started buying. This is the reason why I can't be trusted to go to a store. Passion shopping. Kitty, why are you moving my light system to point at the other wall? What the heck? Hang on. Is the trader? No, the trader's not open yet. So I take it wasn't your dog? Okay. Alright, well, okay, let's go back. I didn't get any of my other stuff, but I did get some pretty decent armor. No, it was Gray's dog? Okay. I did get some armor that I can wear until I can find my rogue outfit, so that's something. Wait. Okay, that's just an army dude. For some reason I thought that that was a... It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's not a demo. There was an incident with a demo in my earlier video. I'm just standing there menacingly outside of a bookstore like he was waiting for the sale. They just do that now for no reason. Ew. I don't know who did the sound effect for that particular guy, but it's really, really cool because he does the scream and then it sounds like he clenches his teeth. He does the chittering sound, which I think is pretty cool. It's unnerving, so it's cool. We've been getting bad luck. My starting traders have had the crucible. Can I not hit all of the things because I look away for 2 seconds? Yeah, I've seen a couple of the traders have a crucible, and then whenever you finally get the money to actually have it, or later on in the game when you're ready for it, I have got 12%. My vehicle's fixing to explode. Don't look at my vehicle the wrong way. Don't do that. You're going to breathe on it and it will explode. Stuff might have happened. And then later on, once you get to the proper level or whatever, they just don't carry it. Though there is a kill... Was it 10 cops or something like that? And it just gives you a crucible. Which is weird because they've nerfed everything else, but here, kill cops and have a crucible or something like that. What is tomorrow's game? It's going to be Phasmophobia. Do I have... I don't have a repair kit on me. Let me bring this closer. Because parking. There we go. We're going to be playing Phasmo. I was going to do Once Human, but there's a situation that I'm dealing with Once Human. And I understand why it exists. It's just exceptionally frustrating, and I hope that they fix it. So I just... Now you're open. I'm hoping that they fix it, otherwise the game for me is unplayable. For those of you who have watched those particular episodes, I don't know if you guys have noticed the amount of menus you have to go through to, you know, cash in for challenges, get your rewards, find all of the challenges that you need to do. There's like 5,000 different menus with it. Stop! I've got a wood base right now. Don't mess with it. So, I know the why of they do it. It's like a technique that's taught by businessmen nowadays on how to sell a gacha game. You do a free-to-play game and then you have them sit in the menu for like 30 minutes and then finally they're like, fuck this, I'm just gonna get the battle pass and buy all the stuff so I don't have to deal with all the drama. And I think the game is going to wind up doing that. And I'm hoping it doesn't, because the aesthetic of the game and the feel of the game and the progression loop and everything, it feels so great that it would suck for it to be ruined by just being a gacha game. So, we'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, I want to actually see the vehicle explode. Will I lose the vehicle if it explodes? Do I even have a repair kit? Hang on. There. Let's go see if we can make it explode. We have to get a good running start though. We can't just like do a regular one. Oh no. Well, no, it doesn't explode. It's sparking. Hold on. Hold on. We can do it. We can do it. This is a good way to warm your butt up whenever you're cold. I take it they fixed it to where you can't actually catch your vehicle on fire. It just sparks now. It used to catch on fire. It took 2 to fix that. Good heavens. Sorry guys, no explosion. Would be funny, but no explosion. My disappointment is immeasurable. Okay. Wait. They also changed that. It used to be like the bike would take off. You would have to chase your bike down or your bike would run away. They had to fix that with the update, because I remember when I was first playing, I was chasing after my bike because it would be way far away. So, anyway. That's the bicycle broken? Yeah. Earth-shattering kaboom? I don't know. Raid was like that for me, but now you have so much... I have so much energy, it's crazy? Huh? The motorized vehicles catch fire. Ask Reaper to demonstrate with his motorcycle? Can you change the bike color? I think you can change the bikes, but I'm not sure. If I'm not mistaken, there's one in there right now. Yeah, it's blue. You just can't change the armor yet. Unless that's recently changed. I haven't seen that update happen, though. I mean, there's an empty cosmetic slot. Can you do them now? Does it show? Let's find out. I have not been keeping up with the, It doesn't actually show on the model. Now, I'll be honest with you, it doesn't really show on the vehicles either. Hold on, I have to get it back out of my hat. Unless they fixed it. They probably fixed that. Why? What are you gonna do? Put it on with your cheek? Stop that. Oh, yep, it does work. I think whenever we were doing the, streamer weekend, it wasn't working, and now it is. But it still doesn't show inside the suits. But the mod slots are there, they just don't show up. So if you wanted to, technically you could put them in there to hold on to them in case you wanted to bring the dies home. Not that the dies have a whole lot of use to begin with, but, you know, in case you just want to find some place to hold it. And you don't find a whole lot in World anymore. You made yourself a bike stand to park the motorcycle in. A bike stand would be great, but we typically don't leave our vehicles unless you're being an idiot, like I am half the time. I keep leaving the server and leaving my vehicle out, just in case there's any server problems, like server corruption, or the server backup doesn't work right or something like that. We leave the vehicles in our inventory instead of leaving them out in World. What are you doing? Why does this vehicle look weird from this far away? It's like it's not rendering in properly. Oh, he's gonna try and explode it? Silent Witness, thank you so much for the follow! Thank you, thank you.
Here.
Oh, there's actually a fire in there. But what's even more amazing is your great animation for sitting on it. Wow, that seems to be a bit of a problem, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't fix that with that if I were you. Do you remember the old bug when you logged out and logged back in, your vehicle would clone itself? Yes. Or if you got booted from the server, your vehicle would be way, way far back. And then it would dupe itself. And you'd have to go find it and its clone. Yep. That was immersive. Okay. Looks like a bad case of fire crotch. Yeah, they make creams for that. Oh, man. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna find ourselves someone we can raid. I do apologize for those of you who happen to be over on the YouTubes. This channel does not have enough subscribers over here. Subscriptions over on the YouTubes is absolutely free. It's like a follow over on the Twitch. So if you are watching over there, make sure you give it a sub so that... I mean, assuming you actually like the content. I would hope that you didn't stick around for this long to not like the content. But if you do like the content, please give it a like and a subscribe if you want to catch for the next one. Because this channel does not have enough subscribers to warrant them giving me the ability to redirect at the end of my streams. So I can't redirect you guys to someone else's stream or to one of my videos or anything else like that. I can't do that from YouTube. So the only thing I can do is bid you guys adieu for the evening time. I hope you guys have a great night. And I will see you next time. You have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and you stay shiny. Bye! And we are... Fossil, thank you so much for the follow! Thank you, thank you. We are going to go ahead and end off the stream for the YouTubes. Go ahead and end that stream. And...